Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's an uphill battle here at Kelso, and that's not indicative of the game itself, just the efforts of mine to try to get this live stream to continuously run. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what the problem is other than the mobile hotspot might be having some problems. We just don't really have a super solid internet connection usually for whatever reason. Here at Kelso in the past, it seems to have worked, but I don't know. We're just kind of, We'll be back here on Friday, by the way. Planning on trying to stop by R.A. Long tomorrow for the R.A. Long boys home opener against Aberdeen, where we have unlimited internet through the Longview School District. So hopefully we can learn something tomorrow that can tell us if it's just this mobile hotspot or not. But there is a basketball game being played, and Reece White jump stops into the paint, shot no good. Rebound, Ridgefield nearly turned over. 10-point deficit here for the Spuds as Underwood pulls up from the elbow, no good. Miller taps it. White runs the court and can't hit the bucket, but gets his own rebound, can't hit the putback. So a couple of easy looks there by White, unable to convert. And we also have this game being streamed for free on Kelso's Huddle TV. So if you are wanting to watch this and we lose connection, or you just would rather watch that than this one, don't blame you right now. But Huddle TV for Kelso is also streaming the game for free. A kick to the corner, Thompson's three, no good. Miller has that rebound land in his lap, and the Highlanders have possession. Pass inside, White, jump pass, skips. Left-handed three ball is up and no good, but an offensive rebound keeps possession for the Highlanders. Huntley dribbles it back, being guarded by Thompson. Ball stolen away, Underwood with it, looking to create some space. Jump stop, gives it up. Trailing is Wickstrom. Wickstrom moves it to McCann. McCann ball fake. And then fakes a pass out. Nice little head fake too. Underwood double clutches, throws it up with the left. Touches it, was an air ball. That might be traveling. Ball tipped and stolen back by Miller. Ball don't lie. Cross court pass. Jump stop, pivot. Huntley fades. No. Great defense there by Thompson for Ridgefield. McCann, step back, difficult too, no good. Rebound Fraley, Fraley gets it back, give and go. Finish there by Fraley, dime to White. Owen Fraley now with 4. A deep three. Swished home by McCann. And a travel called immediately after the inbound. 11 now for Jamison McCann unofficially. 36-27 the score. Inbound goes to Underwood. Nice pass down low. Underwood ball fake, pivot. Tries to hand it off underneath the basket. Fumbled away. Highlanders come away with a steal. White crosses over on Underwood. Help defense comes over, pokes the ball loose. Jump pass, nice backdoor cut. Miller, and we're going to get a 20-second timeout, 30-second timeout here by Kelso. Miller now with 4. Nice little play. 4:37 left, 38-27. Highlanders have been hovering around this double-digit lead since the end of the first quarter. So far, it's the 12 points by Anthony Robinson leading the Kelso Hilanders, and Jamison McCann with 11 leading the Ridgefield Spudders. Again, these are all unofficial. It's going to be Ridgefield possession here. Wickstrom loses the ball momentarily. Gets it out near corner, dribbling back out. McCann back to Wickstrom. Wickstrom, jump pass inside, ball fake. Underwood draws a foul, and he's going to head to the free throw line. Nice entry pass there by Wickstrom. The RA Long boys are not in action here tonight. I got a comment on the YouTube stream. The Mark Morris boys are in action. RA Long will be playing tomorrow against Aberdeen. As far as I know, unless I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but could be. Underwood hits the first free throw. He's got 6. Yeah, I know Mark Morris and Castle Rock are playing tonight. I'm like 99% sure that RA Long's not playing tonight. 7 for Underwood after the free throw, and back down to single digits. Dahl tries a double clutch up and under. Outlet pass, though, not on target. Entry pass down low, shot up and good for Robinson, who's got 14. Alex Dieter with the assist, but the Ridgefield Spudders had an opportunity there, but just couldn't execute the outlet pass there. McCann, hop step, 10-footer, off back iron. Robinson is there with the board. Outlet up ahead, running, nice bounce pass. Settling right there was Eastham, who's got 6. Highlanders push it out to a 13-point advantage. I believe that's the largest of the game. A deep 3, far wing by McCann, no good. Robinson grabs another board, has his head up. Crosses over, circling the top, and coming to get it is Dahl. Dahl, hesitation, gets a screen, tries to lay off a nice bounce pass, but great hands there. I believe it was Wickstrom who got a paw on that one. Strong take, offensive foul on Jamison McCann. He did finish the shot, but that's going to be his 4th foul. Strong take to the basket there by McCann. 3:01 to go here now in the third. I believe the RA Long girls are playing Centralia today, if I remember. Inbound pass stolen away. Thompson converts. Tyler Thompson now with 7 and a steal. Dead up top, double team. Dieter finds a cutter. Eastham finds Dieter, who's camping in the key, and then Reece Baker, the official on the far sideline, noticed what I noticed. 2:36 to go in the third. Dieter checks out. Underneath the basket, Underwood fires a pass to Wickstrom. Wickstrom might have traveled, but a foul is called before that extra step came down, apparently. And it looks like it's going to be on the shot, they say.
Foul's on Eastham, his second.
Foul's going to be called on Bryson Eastham. And the first free throw kind of rushed there by Henry. Went a little bit flat off the front rim. 2:19 to go, third quarter, as the second one is also no good. Eastham with the board, and Eastham bumped. It's going to be a foul on Ridgefield. It's going to go against Cash Gentiman. Huntley gets it up ahead to White. White back to Huntley. Huntley bounce pass to the corner. Ball fake. Robinson. Nice bounce pass far side. Blocked! That was Talon Hood who got a Talon on it. Pun intended. 2:01 to go now here in the third. 15 on the shot clock. And they called a travel. Turnover Kelso. Must have moved or something over there. Can't run the baseline. Didn't look like he moved at all, but the official disagrees with what everybody else thought, including myself. A three is up by Hood. Off back iron, but it gets a friendly roll. First bucket there by Talon Hood. Lead cut down to 8. Tough shot. No good. White drawing the contact and will head to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Underwood. His second. And White misses on the first. And the second rolls in. (43-34). Skip passes back and forth. A three, no good. Tapped out, controlled by Underwood. Nice feed down low. Gentiman with the bucket. And we've got a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout. Ridgefield after the made bucket. All ones on the time clock, 43-36. You can move on the sideline after a made basket. And we're starting to get some here on the internet, folks, so just stay tuned. We could end up having a signal dropped here. Pass down low, deflected, stolen away. Out of a timeout, not what you want. Fast break going the other way. Underwood, nice head fake, ball fake, and a finish. It's a 5-point game. Spudders with all the momentum. Travel inside. Oh, they call a foul on the drive, though. Gavin Perry called for that foul. Eastham gets it into White. White loses it out of bounds. Turnover. Good defense there by Perry. Ridgefield, chance to cut into the lead even more here. 11 on the shot clock. Bounce pass. Nice feed down low. Underwood gets it inside. Count it, and one for Perry. 43-40, Ridgefield closing the quarter strong. Trailed by as many as 13 here in the period. Perry misses short, rebound Huntley. Kelso badly needs a quality possession here with the clock running down. Huntley, no good, a little out of control. Rebound, Ridgefield, no shot, goes up in front of the end of the quarter. And that is gonna do it for the third, 43-40. Ridgefield trailing it only by 3. They outscored the Hilanders 16-9 in the period. Got the Domino's deep shot here.
Only been won 2 times in school history. Make sure you're behind the half-court line. You don't want to violate. Here it goes.
Oh, it looked good. Like had the right amount of power, just a little bit offline. The Hilanders offense a little bit offline there at the end of that third quarter. Great job here. Malik Underwood unofficially on my score sheets got 9 of Ridgefield's points. Had a couple of big plays there late in the third. It's going to be Spudders basketball as we begin the fourth. Students back up on their feet on the far side. Ridgefield on a run here. McCann, turnaround fader, no good. Rebound Dieter. Dieter pushing the pace now. Tucking a drive, a very tough shot. Anthony Robinson had a great summer for the Hilanders, and he's having a great impact here in game number 1 of the season. Now 16 points, leading all scorers in the contest. McCann drives, kicks it out. Hop step, we do have a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to go against Kelso. It's going to go on Carter Huntley. Lob inbound, goes to Perry. Underwood now with it. Handoff, Thompson sets his feet, a 3 short. Rebound goes to Bronson Miller. Badly needed stop there by the Hilanders, trying to recapture some of that momentum. Robinson picks up his dribble, moves it back near side. Huntley leaves his feet. Finds Miller, good rotation. This is who you want to shoot it, but he misses short. Robinson can't hit that one. What a save by Dieter. Robinson retrieves. Robinson drives, foul called. Free throws coming for Anthony Robinson, who continues to attack the rim. Foul called, it looks like, on Perry, as Robinson no good on the first. Not the only spot that Robinson hasn't made a shot from yet. And he still hasn't, as the second one looked good but rattles out. So 2 misses there, and it remains a 5-point lead. Hands in the passing lane, but Spudders come away with that loose ball. Wickstrom fakes left, drives, fouled on the floor. No shot, says the near sideline official. Subs coming in. Owen Dahl for Kelso and Talon Hood for Ridgefield. Underwood will sit for the Spuds. And Carter Huntley also sitting for the Highlanders. Lob goes to Perry. Handoff up top. That last foul was on Fraley for Kelso. Drive out of the corner, ball lost out of bounds, last touched by the Highlanders. 22 on the shot clock. McCann inbounds it to Perry. Ball movement, top of the circle. Back to the corner, McCann for three. Long, ball loose. Perry ends up with it, offensive rebound. Another three, far side, Hood, no good. And a battle for the rebound. Perry wins that one. Fires a pass inside to Hood. Hood tries to get it up top, does. Wickstrom goes far side. A three is rolling out for Thompson. Rebound, Dieter. Dieter looking to attack, and he's fouled on the floor. A reach by Wickstrom. And it's going to be Kelso ball.
Wickstrom, charge with his second.
Inbounds on the baseline.
Second team foul for Ridgefield.
Bounce pass, far block. Dieter going to work. A little 4-on-4 right now. Dieter can't get it to go. Underwood comes away with it. Underwood lobs it up ahead. McCann catches, tiptoes, hop steps, gets up to the rim, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and puts it up and in. 13 unofficially for Jamison McCann, and we've got a 30-second timeout. Ridgefield.
There's 5:31 to go.
Jamison McCann doing some work here tonight. He had 3 fouls in the first quarter. He's playing with 4, and he has kept himself available. What's your best ability? Availability. 5:31 to go. It's a 3-point game. The Highlanders aren't in hang-on territory quite yet, but you get the sense that Ridgefield's just going to keep coming. They've got all the momentum here in the second half. But things really started to turn after they got down by 13 midway through the third. And so far, the tandem of Malik Underwood and Jamison McCann have been the main catalysts of the comeback. Gavin Perry's had some good offensive rebounds. Cash Gentiman's come in and battled as well underneath. Thompson's had some really good plays so far. Spudders doing more than competing here on the road against a 3A opponent to open the season. They trail it by 3. Pass inside deflected, somehow lands into the lap of Eastman. Eastman, after another tap ball, gets it out. Robinson, a 3, no good. Rebound, Hood. Spudders can tie with a 3. Kelso's got to be careful not to reach and foul. You don't want to put Ridgefield on the foul line. McCann muscles inside, misses the shot short. Rebound, Eastham. Eastham gets it back. Now a pass fired ahead to Dahl. Dahl, the sophomore, an experienced sophomore, had a lot of moments last year as a freshman. Spins off and gives it up. A 3 by White. Cash. Huge bucket there by Reece White. Pushes the Highlanders' lead back up to 6, 48-42. Bounce pass entry here at the foul line. Perry kicks it out. A wide open 3 is answered by Talon Hood. Back and forth we go here. 4:07 left, back down to a 3-point game. Dahl picks up his dribble. Nice cut from the top of the key. Reece White, the last 5 for Kelso. And the Highlanders lead it by that exact number. Pass inside on the money to Underwood, but he can't secure it. Ridgefield turns it over. 14 for Reece White unofficially here after the last 5 points. Got a good one here in K-Town. Ball nearly dead at half court. Double team somehow getting out of it was Huntley. Huntley finds Miller. Miller back to Huntley in the corner. Now he's going to dribble out. Ball nearly lost, and now the Ridgefield students pull the chair, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and Anthony Robinson is exactly that. Off the window, bank is open, 8-point Highlander lead, and we've got a foul on the floor. Off the drive, it'll be Ridgefield inbound here, but the students that made the trip down here, or the JV players, we should say, for Ridgefield, started the countdown on the shot clock, and they got Robinson to jack that up with 6 on the clock, thinking that he was up against it. A 3 to get it back, no good. Offensive rebound, Perry. Perry shoulders into contact, no call on the contact. Underwood comes away with it, battle down low, put back attempt, no good. McCann is going to head to the free throw line after throwing it up near the basket. Ridgefield not going away just yet.
Foul charge to Reece White, his 4th.
Anthony Robinson with 19. Whew. Free throw by McCann is up and good. Again, unofficially 14 now for McCann, playing with those 4 fouls. Swishes it home, now 15, lead back down to 6, 2:44 to go. Still plenty of time here for Ridgefield. Kelso got to come up with a quality possession here. Double teamed up top. Huntley moves it, coming over and getting it is White. White has had a good night himself, picks up his dribble, now swings it far side. Dieter puts it on the deck, gets a seal from White, and muscles it up and in. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout, Kelso. A lot of angry glares at the officials there from Joe Kinch, wanting a foul either on the drive or on the shot, and he's still giving an earful to Reece Baker there. Not as if he's necessarily mad at Reece personally, but just with the way that previous possession at the minimum was officiated. 8 points now for Dieter after the drive. 2:21 left in the game. And the Highlanders with an 8-point advantage, looking to finish this ball game off. Ridgefield's really battled back here in the second half to get this one within striking distance. Debbie Buffum says he walked in the live stream comment section. Yeah, I have to go back and watch it, Deb. I couldn't tell live. I just thought for sure that the shot was not going to be good just because of how panicked Robinson was when he got it off. But like I said, sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. You got to chalk up that play, though, to the Ridgefield students. Inbound by the Spudders with 2:19 to go, now clock running. Thompson is walking it across. Now he picks up the pace a little bit. Underwood catches now out of the corner. Hop step inside, nice feed. Far side post, Perry can't hit it. Right at the cup. White comes away with it. Looking to race ahead. Around 2 Spudders. Floats it up, no good. Rolls off, tapped out, controlled by Robinson. And you got to imagine that the Highlanders are going to want to use a little bit of time here. Robinson, ball fakes, gets Thompson off the deck, and we've got a foul. Perry came over. Robinson was looking to pass to that far elbow instead of go up, so it's going to be on the floor. It'll be a baseline inbound. Robinson, top of the circle, 3 is good. Anthony Robinson, coming out party. Already in game number 1 of the season. That makes 22 for Robinson. That could be the dagger. Back up to an 11-point lead as McCann looked to get it back from 3. Couldn't. Malik Underwood does get an offensive rebound. Counted and 1. We'll head to that free throw line. A chance to get those 3 points back here. But the Spudders cannot afford to trade baskets at this point in the game. 11 unofficially for Underwood here.
15 foul for Kelso.
That is the 5th Highlanders team foul as Underwood misses, but not a bad result, honestly. They do need the points, but nearly an opportunity here for Thompson. And they're going to call a jump here. And it's going to be Kelso basketball. Dieter to inbound it, gets it in. Spudders are going to have to think about starting to foul here to put the Highlanders at the charity stripe. Double team, and we are going to get a foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul, so no more fouls to give for the Spuds. Underwood called for that foul. Inbound goes to White. White tries to force a pass unnecessarily. 2-on-1 break up ahead. Wickstrom takes it all the way himself and scores. Timeout Buffum for Ridgefield with 57 and a half left, and it's a 7-point game. Coachable moment there for the Highlanders. Not saying that you're looking for coachable moments here when you've got a team that returns a good amount of their core from a season ago, minus one guy that we're just not going to mention quite yet. We're going to talk about who is here for the Kelso Highlanders rather than who isn't. But 58-51, your score with 57 and a half left in this one. Those teams are battling here down to the very end. 22 for Robinson, but 0 for 2 from the free throw line here tonight. Got to expect that Ridgefield is going to probably be going for the steals for about the first maybe, we'll say 5 to 7 seconds. Maybe they'll go the full 10 to see if they can get a 10-second violation here. But I don't think that they're going to be looking to foul immediately unless they know they're putting the right guy on the line. Bounce pass entry goes to Huntley, and he is double teamed in a bad spot, is able to pass out of it. And the Highlanders working across. Reece White now with it, picks up the dribble. And the Highlanders, like I said, they don't really need to force anything here and try to score. Instead, a 3 gets pulled by White, and Dieter throws it back in. McCann catches it, and he is fouled, and will head to the free throw line. 37.7. That is just not what you want to do if you're the Highlanders there. Absolutely no reason to shoot that shot on the previous possession, and you certainly don't want to foul and give McCann a chance to score with no time coming off the clock. And McCann is just really good at what he does, which is score the basketball. He's got 16 on my sheet, and the lead's down to 6 all of a sudden. And the second free throw rattles out. Pass gets to White. Highlanders get it to Huntley, and he is fouled. This is going to be 2 free throws here for Carter Huntley. And we're not going to say a chance to salt this game away, but chance to make it a 3-possession game with 1 free throw here. Misses the first. But hits the second, a big one for Carter Huntley. Underwood forces one up, misses, but follows his shot, goes up, no good. Ball kept alive, under the hoop, counted in, 1 for Gavin Perry. Ridgefield not backing down one bit. They are fighting all the way to the end. Chance to cut it to 4 with 19.6 left, and Perry with 4. Looking for the extra. Oh, they're going to say Kelso ball. I don't know about that one. Perry, frustrated, heads to the bench. Miller throws it in, gets it in. Foul immediately called. Huntley will walk it back to the free throw line with 14.4. 2 big ones here. Henry Wickstrom called for the foul, his 3rd. And it rattles out. Still a ball game. 59-54. A big one here. 2 threes is definitely what you're looking for if you're the Spudders in some capacity now. As Huntley hits the second, he's got 2, all at the foul line. Shot up, no good. Ball tapped, controlled, and dribbled off of a foot out of bounds. It's going to be off of Kelso with 6.2 to go. A three is up by Hood. He's fouled. 3 free throws coming with 4 seconds left. The game that refuses to end. 3 big pressure free throws for senior guard Talon Hood. Hits the first, he's got 7. This is so tough. If you hit this one here, do you want to try to, you probably don't want to try to miss it. You probably want to try to hit it, get a steal, and get the 3 to tie. 4-point game as Hood's hit the first 2. Makes all of them. Sub, Perry into the game. Timeout Ridgefield. We'll keep it here on the Ridgefield side. Exactly 4 seconds left in this one. Coming down to the wire here in K-Town. Got to give both teams a lot of credit. Each team has made some plays down the stretch. Ridgefield's made a little bit more, but they dug themselves a hole that might prove to be too big to actually crawl all the way out of. This is just a learning experience, I think, more for the Highlanders than it is for Ridgefield, just with the way that the game has been played down the stretch here. Couple of plays have been left out on the floor for the Highlanders where they could have seemingly salted this game away, but nevertheless, they have hit a couple clutch free throws, and they've been able to get the ball across half court without succumbing to pressure and turning it over. Fans, think about player of the game. I'm going to tell you who my selection is afterwards. If you want to type in your thoughts, prayers, hopes, dreams right now into the live stream comment section, where at least we've gotten a clean second half broadcast for the most part. I know that we have had a few drop frames throughout this broadcast on the mobile internet. We'll be back here on Friday. Hopefully the mobile internet works better, but we're ready to go here. Dieter can run the court, and this ball's live, thrown away, and a foul is called. They're going to call a hold. So they did run clock here, and nobody touched it. I do believe that it should be a full 4 seconds here because no one touched the ball. The clock does not operate until someone has touched the ball. So I believe this is going to be time put back on. They actually added a 1/10 of a second. So 4.1 now is on the clock. It should be 4.0. Either way, the Spudders get a foul, and no time comes off the clock. First, no good. Huntley has struggled here at the free throw line so far tonight. I believe he's now 2 of 5. All of his points at the line. Needs to hit this one. It does not. Ball loose. Grabbed by White. Up and in by White. And that's going to do it. The Highlanders survive in game number 1 of the season. It wasn't pretty, but all that matters is who comes away with the dub. The Highlanders survive here in the home opener. A very game Ridgefield Spudders team takes them down to the wire, 62-57. What a ball game here in game number 1. Fans, type into the live stream comment section before you log off your vote for player of the game. We're going to talk a little bit about how it went in case you missed some of it. I know you probably did because I know I did, trying to get this thing all sorted out here. But the live stream gods came through for us here, at least in the second half, to allow us to provide a stream that didn't actually go offline. So that's good news. But what a ball game here tonight. A lot of fun up here covering this one, minus the technical difficulties and trying to get all of that sorted out. But, man, what a ball game here between Ridgefield and Kelso. Kelso really opened it up there in the third quarter. They led by 10 at the break, 34-24. They ended up taking just a 3-point lead here into the final period. They end up outscoring Ridgefield in the fourth, 19-17. Not necessarily, I mean, it was the highest combined scoring quarter. Highlanders led 20-12 at the end of the first. Gavin Perry is getting a vote here for the live stream player of the game. I think that that's not a terrible idea there. Perry had some great moments for Ridgefield off the bench. If I was going to maybe pin it on somebody on the Ridgefield team, you know, I think that you got to look at some of the contributions that you got from guys that you really didn't know what you were going to get tonight. And, you know, that's not saying that you didn't know that they're good players or not, but a lot of unknowns for Ridgefield after losing Jack Hughes a season ago and having another guy named Talon not be here. That we're not going to. That's all we're going to say. Best of luck to you. We're not going to talk about who's not here. We're going to talk about who is here. Talon Hood is here, you know, and he had 9 points off the bench. Malik Underwood, man, I'm looking at him tonight for Ridgefield. He had a phenomenal game. Not really known as a scorer, but he had a lot of hustle plays that turned into points here tonight. Unofficially, I got 11 for him. McCann did his thing, probably held below his standards in terms of what he would expect on the score sheet, but ultimately, you know, a tough assignment here against Reece White and company. The Highlanders are pretty deep for a younger team. They've only got 3 seniors do the Highlanders in Alex Dieter, Anthony Robinson, and Bronson Miller. But if you're looking at Ridgefield, I mean, for player of the game, I would probably lean in the direction of Malik Underwood with a notable there for Talon Hood. And Gavin Perry in the points column, only 4, but he had a lot of great hustle plays. Overall, you got to be pretty encouraged, I think, if you're Coach Buffum down there at Ridgefield. Even though they're 0-1 now to start the season, you know, a lot of learning opportunities available for them, and they're going to improve throughout the season. I have a feeling by the time we see Ridgefield open up play against Mark Morris and Ari Long, they might be a different team. And, you know, like I said, you got to be pretty encouraged, ultimately, that your team fell down by 13 at one point and battled all the way back to get it to a 3-point game a couple different times here down the stretch. On the other side for the winning team, we'll talk about them now, the Highlanders. Kelso wins this one by 5, but, you know, really, in my opinion, they could have ran away with this one and probably put it to bed a couple different times there throughout that third and fourth quarter. Ultimately, a couple of silly mental mistakes allowed Ridgefield to build some more momentum. And that's the thing with these types of plays is that, you know, it's not always that you need to make a spectacular play. It's more oftentimes than not, you just got to avoid the really stupid, silly plays and taking shots early in the shot clock with the time running down. I mean, those are some things that really cause coaches to go gray or go bald or both. I don't know how much hair or how much gray Coach Kinch is going to have after this one here tonight, but his team survives this one, and a big reason why. Anthony Robinson, the senior, goes for 22 tonight unofficially. Reece White, a junior, we knew he was improved coming into this season, 16 for him unofficially. You got to look at the other contributions, though, that you got here tonight. Alex Dieter with 8. He had a lot of great hustle plays and good rebounds. You know, Owen Dahl dealing with a little bit of an injury here. Did play tonight, not in the starting lineup, but a guy who's going to be depended on to run the point for Kelso this year. And, again, like with Ridgefield, I think Kelso's going to be a team that continuously gets better throughout the season. Obviously, last year starting out with a loss on the road to Ridgefield, 43-36. You come back and you beat them this year by 5 and defend your home court. A lot of things that I saw from Kelso here tonight that would have me be very encouraged. You got good contributions from Owen Fraley and Bryson Eastham as well. And you're going to get Carter Huntley going. He had a tough night at the free throw line, going 2 for 6. And Bronson Miller with 4. So good overall balance, I think, for the Highlanders here. They had a lot of really good moments. You know, not just built around Robinson, but they did have a lot of really good moments collectively where they played very well as a team. They got out in transition. They rebounded the ball fairly decently. I would say that that's one area, though. They gave up a lot of different offensive rebounds in the second half. Maybe look to that down the road. But 22 from a senior guard, and Anthony Robinson is a good start. I think that both coaches are ultimately going to be pleased with how the game turned out, and you can't really fault Ridgefield for falling short after falling behind by double digits there in that third quarter, but battling all the way back. We're going to get to the player of the game here, and we'll shut the stream down in just a little bit. I do appreciate all of the compliments from everybody. It means a lot. I'm sorry that the stream wasn't quite as great as I thought it would be, but yeah, we're going to work on that throughout the year. We're going to be at some locations where we've got, really big internet, so hopefully, yeah, we're able to work it out. No question tonight, Anthony Robinson is going to be the player of the game for the Highlanders with 22 points and one very lucky three. But he shot the ball extremely well, very high percentage. Came away with some big rebounds as well at times and ran the floor very well, had some assists. All around great game for Anthony Robinson here tonight. He's our Cowlitz PUD Power Player of the game, 22 points in the win for the Highlanders, who are now 1-0 on the season. And then Reece White, an honorable mention there with 16. Great game. Congratulations to Anthony Robinson for being our Cowlitz PUD Player of the ball game. And let's take a look here at the schedule upcoming for the Highlanders. They are going to be back in action Friday against the Mark Morris Monarchs. It's going to be a boys-girls doubleheader, and we're going to be here for it, attempting to stream it, believe it or not. It's going to be a 5:30 start time for the girls, I believe, or a 5 p.m. start time for the girls, but it's a 7 start time for the boys. So that's going to be right back here on Friday. Boys-girls doubleheader against the Mark Morris Monarchs. It would be frothy if there wasn't this rule with players that transfer to other schools who don't have to sit out. We might still have the frothy environment, though, between the Monarchs and the Highlanders on Friday. You will not want to miss that one. That is going to do it here for our live stream broadcast. Appreciate everybody coming on out. It's just game number 1, first day of December. We've got 2 full months plus the month of February to sort out where teams are going to land. And we'll talk a little bit about the teams that we're going to see this week as well. Tomorrow night, we're going to try to head over to R.A. Long to see the Lumberjacks hosting the Aberdeen Bobcats. And we're definitely going to be here Friday for Mark Morris and Kelso boys-girls doubleheader. Again, Anthony Robinson, your player of the game here tonight with 22 unofficially. And we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. Thank you guys so much for coming on out and watching the live stream. Kelso wins it 62-57 over Ridgefield. We'll be back at it tomorrow for R.A. Long and Aberdeen tip-off at 7 o'clock. Be sure to come on by. Appreciate the support, and we'll see you then. Have a good evening.